Live from Dothan, Alabama this morning. I've been up climbing around for like the last hour and a half, 2 hours. And I want to apologize about the last video. I had a cord hanging in it for like the last 5 minutes. I was going to scrap the whole video, but I said, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm getting better at editing, trying to get my quality better on my videos. It's a learning experience. But we're about to get our day started, even though my day already been started. I've been wanting to hit the road here. I woke up like 4 or 5 something after my 10 was over with and I wanted to go, but I was just like, if you get down there and they don't take your load, it's gonna be a disaster when it comes to your time. So I said, just be patient, DJ. Just be patient. But we're about to get this day started. I broke my necklace this morning. I broke my necklace. That necklace meant something to me a little bit. But either way, we'll get a new one. We're about to get this day started. Should be a pretty good day. I've been out there a little bit walking. It's already like 52, 53 degrees. The sun is coming out. Probably ride with our windows down a little bit today and just enjoy a little bit of this Florida sunshine and heat while we down here. I do not have my next load yet, so I ain't no telling which way they're gonna send me back. Pretty sure it's definitely gonna be back up to Fairburn, but I don't know which direction they are sending me to pick up my backhaul to get back to Fairburn, you know. So let's get this day started. We are leaving the Flying J in Dothan, Alabama. There was plenty of space in here when I got here last night, about 6 something. So I will catch y'all here in a few. This wasn't a bad place to stay last night. It was quiet out here. Didn't hear too much around me last night. But I can say the one thing JB Hunt need to change about these trucks, or something I definitely don't like about them, is the temperature thing, the shutting off in the middle of the night. I think they say it idles between 35 and 65 degrees. And last night it was, what, probably around 60 degrees. I take that back. It had to be lower than that since it's 52 degrees this morning. But either way, I can give the idle at most for like 3 hours and then it starts shutting itself off. And anybody knows when you're trying to sleep and the truck keeps shutting off on you, that take away from your sleep quality. Come on round, buddy. But okay, I'm not gonna roll backwards. But yeah, that aggravates me about these trucks. I found a couple remedies on the internet of how to keep it running. I'm going to try them actually. I'm going to try one probably tonight, maybe, if I get a chance. I need to run into a grocery store and pick up me some stuff to put in my fridge, because I'm already tired of eating stuff out of these truck stops and different restaurants. I mean, I keep eating salads out of the Flying J's and stuff, but they get expensive after a while when I could just walk into somewhere and pick up me some stuff to make a salad with to save me some money. Let's get on over here. Well, we're gonna get everything corrected here. This is my first week with my fridge back in here. I didn't go grocery shopping last week to put anything in here, but this weekend when I get back, or maybe today if I have time and I run across a grocery store, I'm gonna walk in there and buy a couple groceries to put in here, so I don't have to eat stuff out those damn truck stops and spending all that money just to eat something decent instead of all that junk. I think a salad, at least the salads I like to eat out of Flying J and stuff, I think those salads run $8, $9 if I'm not mistaken. The fruits in there, one of the fruit cups, I think they either run $6, $7, you know. So it's cheap to eat junk, but it's expensive to eat healthy. Like my wife always says, she work in the medical field. Welcome to America. But we're gonna continue on down here. What highway is this? 231 south, I'm guessing. we'll get down here and I'm gonna catch y'all a little bit later in this video. I can't say that they are going to take me early, but the security guard did let me in. And I gotta go down here to the receiving office to see whether they're gonna unload me. And I don't really see any JB Hunt containers out here nowhere, so at least not in the front. So it's probably going to be a live unload, because I'm not seeing too many matter of fact, I haven't seen not one JB Hunt container out here. But live unloads pay us $55, and dropping hooks pay us, I think it's 37 or 39, somewhere in there. So we will pull over here to our left and walk over to the shipping office. But yeah, I haven't seen that one JB Hunt container in here, so 9 times out of 10, what you gonna do, Warner? What you gonna do, buddy? What you gonna do, buddy? Go ahead, buddy. Just don't hit me. But yeah, we're about to get over here to this shipping office. Not shipping office, receiving office. And go from there. Hope this goes smooth. Hopefully I can get in and out of here. Or if it is a live unload, then it don't take them that long to unload me. Got a yard guy coming up. Still don't see no JB Hunt containers anywhere. Driver's lounge. .304 receiving office. Receiving. I guess this is it right here. The message was door 97, drop the trailer, pull from up under the trailer. This little device right here will ring when they're done with me. If it haven't went off in 2 hours, then come back on the inside. I'm hoping I don't have to go back on the inside after 2 hours. JB Hunt also sent me a code for a lumper, said something about a lumper. See, this is all new to me. I never dealt with a lumper. I don't know if this code to pay the lumper. I don't know. All of it's new to me. But I guess we're gonna figure it out today. I just want to get it unloaded. Okay. Door 97, kind of right there, almost in front of us. So since it's in front of us, we're gonna come over here, go all the way down. But yeah, she said if the little device haven't went off in 2 hours, come back on the inside. I said to myself, oh my goodness. But you know, wishful thinking today. They'll have me out of here within an hour. I mean, we do get paid detention time for sitting, but I would rather work than sit. And before I leave I'm going to ask her what's the earliest I can get here, just for future reference. And I don't even know whether or not JB Hunt will pay me detention time, since I am an hour and a half early. I don't know where they pay me detention time, but you know, when you come somewhere new like this, there's nothing wrong with trying to come to get here early. But this is my first live unload since I've been with JB Hunt. I mean, even when I was in training, we never did a live unload. Everything was dropping hooks. So they are few and far in between. They wasn't telling a lie about this, but let's see what this yard guy up here is going to do. I got to go to door 97, and I know he's right there in the area of door 97. Yep, he is right beside where I need to be at. I got to back into that. Got to back in between two trucks. They got to make me work this morning. Well, I think it's actually 2 slots. Yeah. Okay, yeah, it's 2 slots. I thought it was just 1 slot. It's 2 slots. Or I may be wrong. Let's see. Nope, it's 2 slots. Either way, I know I can get it in the hole, so it don't matter. I'll back this thing to Mars if I had to. But let's get back to this hole, though. I think I'm gonna walk back in here. They told me to come back in if they haven't rung the thing by 2 hours or made the device go off in 2 hours. And it's been 2 hours. I know they unloaded me pretty quick, but my device still haven't buzzed yet, so I'm gonna walk back up in here and see what's going on. Hours later, probably 2 hours and 15 minutes later, we are finally done. And I had a load going over to, I think it was called Brewton, Alabama, but then they changed me to a Michelin place right outside of Dothan, Alabama. I think the deadhead to Brewton, Alabama, it was over 100 miles. But this deadhead right here is only 45 miles. But both of them was going back up to Fairburn. So this load right here is coming out of, I think it's called Midland City or something like that. I think it's Midland City. And it's going back up to Fairburn. I'm kind of glad that they changed me. And what I'm hoping that they give me something going back down 75. So I can stop by the house. Tonight. I did not lock my tandems, if y'all heard that. I did not lock my tandems, and when I hit on brakes, they slid forward. So let me go back here and lock them. I used to do that with another company all the time. Oh. Yeah, so I'm so used to that handle going back in when I slide the tandems. Sometimes I don't go back there and check it. So when I hit the brakes a while ago, them tandems went all the way to the back, and it scared the bejeez out of me. I was like, what in the hell is that? But I used to do that a lot with another dry van company I used to work for. And obviously I'm still doing the same thing. Practicing bad habits is what my coach in high school used to say. Practicing bad habits, and I still continue to do it. But I'm human just like everybody else. I see they got a lot of Snyder trucks and Ruin, R-U-A-N, Ruin. I guess that's what they call over here. So I guess they run out of this Family Dollar warehouse over here. I see a lot of American Express trucks over here as well. But I keep saying these Panama City signs. Me and my wife got married in Panama City on the beach. And that's just one of our favorite vacation spots to go to. So every time I get down here in this area and I know Panama City ain't that far away, it's just like, man, I wouldn't mind going toward where the signs are pointing toward Panama City to today. We got a vacation coming up for our kids' spring break coming up soon. We haven't quite decided where we want to go to quite yet. And it's also around my birthday. She always talking about I like to go to the beach around my birthday, which I do. I like going to the beach somewhere, you know. I want to get out to, what are you doing, Volvo? Come on, man. You could have waited. You know, you didn't have no room to do that. Be patient. Just be patient. Be patient. Just be patient when it comes to turning out in front of people, because there's no need to rush. One of my partners was down there in Hawkinsville, Georgia yesterday, and he watched Veteran Carriers. Veteran Carriers is a company out of Savannah, Georgia. I used to work for them. Play with your money so much. They play with your money too much. But he watched one of their drivers flip one of their containers down there trying to beat a red light. If you familiar with Hawkinsville, Georgia, Highway 26, it's a Friendly Gus or a Neighbor Express right there. And when you make that turn, that hill is kind of negative when you make that turn right there. So if you go around that corner too fast, that truck is already leaning its way with you making that turn. So he said he watched him, and he was trying to beat that light, and he went on over. He sent me pictures of it. I probably put pictures up on the stream right now of it, but Veteran Carriers out of Savannah, Georgia. I used to work for them people, and I'm gonna tell you what, they play with your money over there. You know, I made some good money, but they play with your money. But be patient. No need to be in a rush. No need to be laid on your side somewhere. But we are 55 minutes, 43 miles. 55 minutes, 43 miles away from our pickup. And we're going back up to Fairburn, Georgia. And like I said, I hope that they send me back down 75 so I can stop by the house tonight. But if it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. But let's get over here and get our pickup and also get lunch somewhere, because I'm getting kind of munchy. So I catch it a few. Well, we are in. I gotta drop this trailer first, then go down and get my paperwork and come back up here and then get loaded. Not get loaded, but hooked to my loaded trailer. Okay, stop making all that noise. Oh, see, can we get back to this slot? Got my paperwork. The load weighs 29.6 something, so not too bad. It's going up to somewhere in Illinois, but like I say, once again, I do not have to take it, because we're going to put it on a CSX train. They're going to take it, and they're going to let their local guys or their regional guys up there in the Illinois or wherever the rail yard closest to that at, deliver it. And that's basically how rail work. We go get it. Either we get it off the train and take it somewhere, maybe coming from California, somewhere throughout the 50 states, you know. and we take back hauls and put them on the train and might send it back out to California somewhere. So that's how the rail works. You do have some of these containers that go off into Canada. You have some that go off into Mexico. $102 is what I'm looking for. And there she goes right there in front of me. So we just gotta hook up, head back out to the guard shack, and we will be out of here. We should make it back up to the rail yard today with plenty of time left on our clock. And like I say, I hope he send me somewhere down south so I can stop at home for a few. Locked in, tug test, we good. Let's get hooked up. Okay, go back here and make sure we good up under. Yep, she looking good. Let's go back here and check these tires. I know they probably already got a seal on the back of this container. Tires looking good. Yep. Yeah, I figured they'll have a seal already on it. Okay. Go up here and check this pin. Pin looking good. Somebody put a tie strap on it. I haven't seen, that's my first time seeing one of these containers with a tie strap on with a tie strap holding it in. Well, I'm gonna go back here and check the lights real quick. And then we'll let the landing gear up. Yep, all the lights are looking great. So we'll let this landing gear up, slide our tandems forward a little, and we will dispatch out of this place. And we out. Got another JB Hunt driver there. A little quick 15-20 minute drop and hook. So I made $37 in about what, 15-20 minutes. So not bad, not bad, not bad. But the only thing is, I don't think I will make any money for dropping it off at the rail yard, too, if I'm not mistaken. But either way, it's gonna be a pretty good day, pretty good revenue day for 2 loads, dropping 2 loads today. And we're gonna get back up here to the Fairburn CSX terminal and get this drop. It's about 3.5 hours away, and I will have about 4 hours left on my clock after I make this drop today. And like I said, I pray they send me down 75 or 16 somewhere so that I can stop at the house. Checking his seal. Yeah, you just basically come in here, go up to the top, drop your box, go down to the bottom, sign your paper, come back up, get your loaded trailer, do your loaded call for JB Hunt, and come over here to the security guard and let him look at your paperwork, check everything, and you out.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Let me check that seal. You good to go?
All right, gotcha. sir. Easy. We out. My next stop will be in Noonan, Georgia to get fuel and DEF. Like I said, that's the one thing I do dislike about JB Hunt is he one takes on these freight shakers. Now, like I said, every single day you have to stop and get fuel. I don't know about city drivers. I mean, we can get fuel at the terminal, but why get fuel at the terminal when you can get it at the pilot and get points? You know, so the only way I get fuel at the terminal is I can't make it to a pilot anywhere, but I do like my points. Plus, I like to take showers, so I don't want to ride around with my ass stinking, so I like getting my showers and my points. But yeah, we got 3.5 hours. I guess Noonan is about 3 hours away. That'll probably end up being my next stop. I had some dinner left over from last night, a breakfast burrito left over from last night, so I ate that coming up the road a while ago and drank my H2O. I have to keep a gallon of water with me no matter what. I love my water. Every little bit helps. Every little bit helps when it comes to weight and your health out here on this road. So if you can miss that soft drink, that soda, one stop, and you can miss that stop and get some water instead of that one soda, that little bit help you right there. So every little bit helps. That's my motto when it comes to me and my health out here on this road. Is every little bit helps. Instead of going and getting that bag of chips because I got the munchies, I might get some peanuts. I might get some almonds. I might get some cashews. You know, every little bit helps when it comes to weight out here on this road. Any chance you get out there and walk a little bit. I was there at Dollar General warehouse for 2 hours. I took about 30 minutes of the time walking. The other, I sat back down on my ass editing videos. But those 30 minutes help. Any little bit helps to try to keep the weight down, try to keep your health up out here on this road. And I tell my wife all the time, one of my biggest fears of coming out here is gaining weight. That's why I got that fridge back there. I'm gonna start next week. I'm gonna have me more healthy foods in here to eat. Stay out these trucks, stop spending so much money. Probably end up going back on my keto diet. I went on a keto diet one time and I think I lost like 12 pounds in like 3 or 4 days. Like the weight just was falling off. And like I said one time before, I actually gained weight when I was at McLean. You know, everybody say food service help you stay in shape, but I gained weight at McLean. I definitely gained weight at McLean, but I know I'm yapping a little bit. Had to get on across this road, take my time. And like I say, the next stop is going to be Noonan, Georgia. I'm gonna catch y'all when we get up there to get some fuel and to do our CSX out. So we don't have to do it in front of the CSX gate. I'm gonna catch you there. buddy. Time for a little break and to get a little fuel before I go up here and go into CSX rail yard. Then I will continue on to Lawrence, South Carolina. I will drop this container in the rail yard and pick up another container in the rail yard and go to South Carolina for a open appointment delivery tomorrow. Oh, I hate coming up in here. But this is one of our only fuel stops. I don't know why this driver's coming out backwards. Like, this is so crazy to me. Where you going to? You trying to get up in there? Go ahead. Because if I don't let him go up in that fuel stop, he gonna have everything messed up. But this is one reason why I do not care for coming in here, because it's so small and tight. But this is one of the only fuel stops right here in the area. So we will, let's go over here to this side. Hope he don't back up. Don't put it in reverse, buddy. Got another JB Hunt driver out here fueling. I'll pull over here behind them. Okay. Well, I got my fuel, and I got another pre-plan. My first pre-plan is from Fairburn to Lawrence, South Carolina. My second pre-plan is, look at the airplane. My second pre-plan is from Greer, South Carolina to California. Of course I'm not going to California because it's going on a train. But my only concern about that pre-plan is say it's a 1 o'clock pickup time or 1 o'clock appointment in the afternoon. And I plan on delivering early in the morning, probably at, I'm guessing probably about 7, 8, 9 o'clock at latest. And if you know anything about South Carolina, Lawrence and Greer ain't that far away from each other. So maybe they will. Matter of fact, when I get stopped, I got to see whether they got containers out there. Maybe it's a drop and hook and it just say that. But when our times have like 1 to 1, that means appointment time is at 1. So hopefully JB Hunt won't have me sitting for a 1 o'clock appointment. I don't think they will, but that just concerns me a little bit. I went ahead and put out my information into the CSX app. So once I get to the gate, I can just go ahead and put my barcode up there and go ahead in. I got to get to the top side of Atlanta tonight, up off of 85, somewhere up near the South Carolina line. I know that I know that that 85 traffic is gonna be terrible getting up there in the area. But we gotta deal with it. And I will catch y'all when I get to the CSX terminal in Fairburn, Georgia. Not looking too bad today at all. It is 4:45 in the afternoon, so pretty sure a lot of people have went home or starting to go home. I don't know. I don't know this rail yard that much. I don't know that they have worse times of the day than others either. I haven't found that out. But either way, I have my barcode ready to scan. Well, I just came back in the CSX terminal for the second time because the first time I came in, I scanned my barcode and I took off from the kiosk told me to go ahead and proceed. So I took off, and probably about 10 seconds later, a message came up that said, "You are banned." As a matter of fact, I'll put it on the stream for you guys right now. So I'm like, damn, what am I banned for? And there was so many trucks parked over here on the right side, I didn't have nowhere to pull to. And of course, these signs right here say violators will be banned, so I didn't want to pull up here and park beside the ban signs when I got a message that's saying I'm banned already. So I just turned around and went back out the gate. So when I got up there to the front, actually I didn't get up to the gate, I got up to the where the arm lit up. So once I got up there where the arm lit up, when I talked to the guy, he told me that you were banned. That's what he said, you were banned. He said, let me help them and I'll come back and help you. So probably about 5-10 minutes later, he finally said, come in here, let me see what it is. He said, you probably just parked your container somewhere wrong. And as soon as he said that, a light bulb went off in my head. So the other morning I was in here, the container was supposed to be parked in 407, but I parked it in I think he said like 445 or somewhere in there. And you know, I explained to him that the spot was full, and he told me, he was like, no, you can't do that, because when you throw off when you park something in one spot wrong, everybody start parking in other spots, and eventually stuff will be out of whack. So he was like, anytime that you have somebody that's parked in your spot, just call the number, or all these trucks is where I need to be at. But anyways, anytime someone is in your spot, call the number, or it'll be better just to take it over to another spot he was explaining to me to take it to. But he said, whatever you do over by the TTR, which I'm dropping at right now, he said, do not drop it in the wrong slot in the TTR. Just call somebody before you drop it somewhere, because that will get you banned. So he was like, you look like the type of guy that'll do the right thing. I said, man, I only been in here like 3 or 4 times. It was like, yeah, please do not drop it in the right spot. So after only a week of coming in, I have been banned from the CSX rail yard in Atlanta. He got everything straightened back out for me, but now I know. See, I never went through that with my trainer, so I just thought, you know, okay, this spot is full, I just go to the next available spot. But nope, it do not work like that. So lesson learned, I don't want to get banned again. I gotta go to 145 right here, right beside this other JB Hunt truck. But we will figure it out. I gotta see what my other container is after this, and we're gonna go from there. So luckily he was able to get cleared out for me, and I'm not banned no more, so it is what it is. Exit. It's been a long time since I've been up here, and this joker is full. I wasn't expecting it to be this full. Maybe I can find a spot, maybe I can't. I should be able to find one. But it's when I used to drive for CT Transportation back in the days, I used to stay here all the time. But it's been a long time since I've been up here. I see some spots available in the back. A lot of good space to get out here and walk if I need to. If I feel like it, because I am on the tire side tonight, as always. Yeah, there's plenty of parking back here in the back. But we are 97 miles away from our destination. Are these reserved parking spots? These may be reserved parking spots. Yep. These are reserved parking spots. But what are these over here? See, I'm not used to these reserved parking spots. I was telling my homeboy the other day, I was about to buy some parking, and I thought it was just gonna be like $8. And he was like, no, parking is not that cheap anymore. Kind of caught me off guard. So we'll do this.
Upcoming violation: 14-hour workday limit, 11-hour driving limit.
I know. Okay.